Now, Democrats in Washington, as we move to this story, are warning that there is another threat. China seizing on Capitol Hill's gridlock to undermine the U.S. In a letter to U.S. intelligence officials, all 11 Democrats on the House China Committee write, quote, "We respectfully request a classified briefing on how the Chinese Communist Party and our foreign adversaries are leveraging current political dysfunction in the U.S. House to discredit democracy." National political reporter for The Hill, Julia Manchester, good morning. Julia, what is China not doing to undermine the U.S.?
Adrienne, that's a very good question. Look, I think China is obviously an adversary. We have seen over the past couple of months, years, that China has been trying to undermine the U.S. through spying. We, of course, remember that spy balloon. We know that data has been given to China. Our two economies are very much linked together. So, there's definitely an effort to undermine the U.S. right now. However, the issue is that a lot of political actors from abroad, when they see that there's dysfunction within the United States Congress, especially with something as sensitive as a speakership, a major leader of this country, there is the risk that they could take advantage of that. And I think that's the fear right now.
What is the evidence these Democrats particularly are concerned about?
So in terms of, what they're concerned about, I think a lot of it has to do with spying, intelligence, but also, at a time when Americans, could be looking weak and may not be looking at potential threats from China, especially when we're seeing so much turmoil overseas. Remember, this situation in the Middle East is linked to both China and the United States. So any perceived U.S. weakness could be seen as an opportunity for China here.
What's the response from Republicans?
Look, I think Republicans already have their own problem to deal with, and they have to, elect a speaker, obviously. And we're seeing those efforts take place. They're supposed to vote by secret ballot today. There's 9 Republicans running. And then we will see if that vote ends up going to the House floor later today or later this week. But look, I think there is bipartisan concern over how China could take advantage over this situation. I think Republicans and Democrats are keenly aware of, where this puts the United States in a vulnerable position. But the question is, can Republicans really get this together, pick a speaker in order to, sort of literally get the House in order and make the U.S., a stronger country, but also look stronger.
Yeah, and you touched on the voting that's going to happen today for a nominee. They're going to continue to go round by round until somebody gets 50% majority plus to actually be viable as a speaker option. But I'm sure Democrats and Republicans are concerned about China. But at the same time, we're in so much business with them. It's going to be hard to come up with a solution here. Nobody's talking about sanctions yet for China.
Not yet. No, I think sanctions are always something that's floated with China, but I think our economies are too much, interconnected at this point that sanctions could, in a way, backfire on the U.S. It's a very, very delicate position. So I think you're going to see the United States treading very carefully as we continue to try to get the House in order over here.
Yeah, it would be nice if they got it in order like yesterday. Julia Manchester, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.